Hello and welcome to another edition of Around the Begonias. I'm Katie Mitchell, and today we got to chat with Sarah from Palisade Parks and Rec. A lot of things going on in Palisade and Colorado in general. Fall, October, beautiful colors, and oh yeah, Rocktober. Let's go chat with Sarah. Hey, welcome back. Another edition of Around the Begonias. Somebody we've seen before, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really well.
Happy
yeah.
Rocktober.
Woo! It's finally here. That came on Tuesday. Did you stay up?
I stayed all the way up for it, and I was like, another inning.
Yeah. I was so tired that next day. I was like, oh my gosh, that can't happen again. But we'll get to more of the Rockies in a second. But, you know, Rocktober, fall. A lot of fall stuff coming up in Palisade, town of Palisade. I did notice you have switched gears from your summer farmers market into a more fall-themed thing.
We are. We're doing a fall harvest market. So that's
cool.
going to be every Sunday in October. And the first Sunday, which is actually coming up this Sunday, the 7th, is going to be Oktoberfest. So
cool.
German band, and we'll have a beer and cider garden that you can, and the proceeds from that go back to the Palisade Plunge Project. So lots of fun things out there. And then, of course, we have our annual Halloween event coming up at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And Friday, October 26th is our annual event. So we start with Trick or Treat Street downtown, 3 to 5, and that's free. And then we transition to Harvest Fest from 4 to 8:30 p.m., and that's $5 per carload. And there's all sorts of activities going on that will be kind of included in your cost to go in there, plus vendors, food vendors, things like that. And then we have 2 activities that have separate prices at Harvest Fest, and the first one is our pet parade. And I believe that starts at 5:30 on that Friday. So bring your pet in costume, and then we'll have prizes for, like, I believe it's the top 6 costumes.
Oh, costume contest.
And then, and that's $5 per pet, and the proceeds to that go back to Royce Hurst.
Okay.
And then we also have a glow-in-the-dark 5K, and that will start at 6:30, and so the whole race takes place in Riverbend Park, so you don't have to worry about traffic.
Nice. Yeah.
And it's kind of, last year was our first year doing it, so it was really fun, and all the runners really liked it because it was getting dark, but it was a full moon. So you could, like, you still had, like, this moonlight run, and then we have, of course, lights on the course where it's, like, more of a tricky area. And so we're encouraging people to dress in your glow stuff or in your costumes and also run with your dogs in the race. And if you register by October 24th, you get the early bird rate of $15 per runner, plus you get comped admission into Harvest Fest, and a portion of the proceeds from the Glow in the Dark 5K go back to the CMU Sports Management Club.
Oh, so helping all over the place.
Yeah.
And very nice. And I know Town of Palisade, you've got a great website. You list all this stuff.
We
correct?
do. It's all on townofpalisade.org, or you can find us on Facebook, Palisade Parks and Recreation, and we actually have individual events listed on our Facebook page for all of our Halloween events. And then if you go to the Palisade Sunday Market page, there's an event for the Harvest Market if you want more information on that event as well. Cool.
Yeah, and I really wanted to know for the costume contest, is that you and your dog, or just the dog? How does that one work?
So for the pet parade, it is mostly the dogs, but we do have quite a few people who do, like, a human pet duo costume, so like one year we had beekeepers and bumblebees.
Oh, nice.
Like the dogs were bumblebees and the people dressed up as beekeepers. So you can totally get, and obviously, like, the more creative you are, the better the chance you are of getting a prize for your costume.
I always thought a great idea, because I have a dog. He's named Nugget after the Denver Nuggets, and I always wanted to dress up as a king and dress him as a chicken nugget. So now I was the BK king and a chicken nugget. So
that would be good.
Unless you knew me and my dog, you wouldn't get that. She's walking around with a furry chicken nugget. What's up with her? But so just one idea I had for a pet costume. But so a big busy time for Palisade then. Fall. Yeah. Okay. And so you can go find out more about this, townofpalisade.org, but back to the Rockies. They play today, Sarah. They play today. This is old school.
I know,
Thursday throwback.
I bet Todd Helton is sad that he's not playing right now.
I know. Matt Holliday is, though, which is kind of our
Matt
throwback
Holliday's
little
good.
feel there. So, but yeah, Rockies today, 3:07 first pitch, and they play in Milwaukee. So, go Rockies. We're going to do that on 3, right?
Yes.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Go Rockies!